Hey, girl. Hey. So for lunch, girl.
Yes.
For lunch, girl. For lunch. Let me tell you what we had for lunch today,
What
girl.
did you have for lunch?
We had Schlotzsky's.
Oh,
I had forgotten there was a Schlotzsky's near me. Like one of the few left in this world. So I had a ham and cheese with that little olive tapenade on there.
mm, you have no idea. Like, I used to love that place so much. And now that I'm down here where there's actual, like, real Jewish delicatessens,
Yeah.
where they're not the bastardized version that Schlotzsky's was, I just,
Schlotzsky's I don't think is supposed to be Jewish. I thought it was supposed to be Polish.
I mean, but it's in that model of deli, right?
It
Just
is.
deli in
That's true.
general, right?
That's right.
They
That's
they
true.
do it there. It's basically like deli fusion, right?
Right.
It's
Right. Right.
all of
Right.
the different deli
Right.
cultures
Yes.
together. So it's like sometimes I'll eat things out here and I'm like, you know what will make this really good? Just a random bread choice and like some weird tapenade. That would make this so much
God,
better.
girl, that weird ass sourdough
Yeah,
is still it's still the exact same. Like I took a bite, I was
of
like,
course.
this is still that weird ass sourdough bread. This is
Yes.
still it is so
You could
weird.
smell a mile away. You could smell it a
It's
mile away. Like
yes.
before you walk in the restaurant, you can smell it.
Yes, it's so weird. And I'm so glad that I found that it's still there.
Man, that sucks. I wish we had a Schlotzsky's.
Well, girl, next time you come up here, if you ever come up here,
If I will come back, good Lord.
why
You're there.
and
My family's there.
not in Raleigh.
My my brother just lives in Durham.
Yeah, girl, he lives on that crack ass side of Durham that's like an hour away.
I don't want to talk about that. The first time I had to drive from the highway exit over there, I was like, wait, where is this?
Yeah, no, that's it's not Durham, it's Durham. He lives.
Don't tell him that. He gonna cuss you out. You can be, I live in Durham. Don't you ain't trying to I ain't trying to have a battle of the
Would
Titans.
he's the only person? Would she's the only person of color up there?
I'm sure they have a couple more. No, there was that one because remember that was the one that I went on that weird date with.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
That's
lived
right.
across the lived across
I
the whatever
forgot
that
about that.
the state road and the other development.
It's
Yeah.
across the state road in the other across the tracks.
No, it wasn't a track. I mean, it's all woods out
I know.
there. It's
I know.
just,
I know.
oh my God, I forgot about that date. Oh,
Well, girl, what else have you been up to recently? What's going on with you, girl?
I
What's
don't.
going on with you?
I've been trying to take it easy this week, honestly. We had a show last night, so we did our improv show. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but other than that, we actually know. So karaoke's been fun because I've been doing it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because my partner in crime is not there.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually stuck at Burning Man in the mud pit that has started.
No, he
Um,
went to Burning Man.
mhm. And
Why?
oh, he goes every year. That's like one of him and his fiance. Like that's their thing. They're like camp leaders. Like they have the whole thing. It's like they love it. And I woke up today and somebody wrote some weird thing about it says nobody's having a worse day than the people at Burning Man. And so you know me, panic, I start happening and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what's happened? And so because he actually told me he's like after it was last week, he's like, I
Mm-hmm.
won't probably be in like cell coverage. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, but
Mm-hmm.
so he posted thankfully today, like, hey everybody, we're okay. But they're essentially trapped. Like they can't get emergency vehicles out there because they had so many rains and floods. It basically like is such a dangerous thing.
So,
But
so it turns out. So, Burning Man has sort of shifted from what it used to be to a libertarian mecca.
what?
Uh huh. And it turns out, whenever you get a bunch of libertarians together that don't like federal assistance and that kind of assistance, yeah. So somebody like there was a man like who was being interviewed by CNN
Oh no.
and complaining about how he had to walk for 10 miles just to get saved to go whatever. And somebody like did a little research on who this man was,
Oh
and he
no.
was the lawyer who led the lawsuit in the Supreme Court for Nestle that basically kind of legalized child slave labor again. So yeah, there's that. So Burning Man's a little gross now. It's not the hippies anymore.
That's a shame. Yeah. Well, there you go. So anyway,
Times they are a changing, girl. Times
so it's
they
fun.
are.
I almost cussed out my first karaoke client though. That was fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
these girls would not leave me alone, and they were loud, obnoxious, and in my ear. And I have good patience level, but I was within a hair's breadth of turning into Mama Maim right there on the spot. Ooh, honey, don't do that to people. I'll yell. If you ever go to an event with a drag queen, please stay out of her face. Just
Stay out of her
do
face. Do not touch
that.
her. Do not touch her. Like, just stay a good amount away
Mhm.
and be nice, right?
Because we will go from 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
Well, hey, Mame. Speaking of
Mhm.
going from 0 to 100, did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
That's right, dear listeners. If you go to patreon.com, Mims, Mame, you can throw us some money. And Mame,
Yes.
Mame,
What?
Mame, we have
Yes.
a new patron.
Oh my God. Da, 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 da.
Thank you, Jessie.
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 Thanks, Jessie.
Thanks, girl.
Hey, Mame,
Yes.
did you know that we have another podcast?
Oh my God. What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast, and We Object, our Ally McBeal podcast, which we're about a week and a half late on, but it'll get posted because I forgot to hit post for the patrons and they deserve
You did not.
first. Well, here's the thing, dear listeners, if you listen to this podcast right here,
Okay, Tyler.
and you become a patron, you get to see us in the lightest of drag,
The lightest of drag.
putting on We Object before it's released to the general public. When I remember to actually hit publish. And I forgot to hit publish, so you know what? Dear listeners,
I live.
I came back to my computer door and I was like, "Ooh, girl." Let me click that right now after I'd uploaded that 2 gigabyte thing.
Oh Lord.
Hey girl.
See, you have your Maim moments yourself.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The difference is my computer stays active to where it won't shut off and lose it all, thank God.
It's true. I don't know who you're talking about right now.
Hey, Maim, did you know we have merchandise?
Stop it.
That's right. If you go to MrMahaffey.com, you can buy some things. I highly suggest the mugs. The mugs are super cute.
We love a mug.
We love
stan
a mug. We stan a mug. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, Maim. I love 5-star reviews. Let's see if we've got any new ones.
Do. And if we don't, it doesn't matter because we got a new patron.
That's exactly right. And that means more to us because that's money.
That's Manny in the tank, Henny.
That's Benny Henny. No, not there. No, not there. Well, maybe one day.
One day someone will give us a review. One day someone will create out their app and put in a review.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
This is season 4, episode 29. Le Place à Souci.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
God, this did not hold up. So we're at Sugar Bakers.
Shit, dang. I don't know. I think our listeners are gonna like this one personally, but
Our review of it or the actual episode?
no, I think this is actually a popular episode.
It is, and it was until I rewatched it, and then now it's not. I will go, dear listeners, I apologize for go ahead and ruining that for you.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Anyway, we're at Sugar Bakers.
Sugar Bakers.
And Olivia is on the phone.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, wait. Hello.
She's talking to Poplar Bluff.
Yeah. Oh, Olivia. She's growing up so fast.
She is. Baby. I don't know. Last time I thought she was a toddler, but she's still a baby. She's somewhere in between.
She's a little baby.
She's not little.
I mean, she's a baby.
That's right.
She's making gurgly sounds.
Girl,
Gurgle,
how
gurgle.
great would it have been if they used the fake baby like they did in that movie? What was that Bradley Cooper movie they used the fake baby?
Yeah, but I know.
Yeah. God, it's
That
so
very
good.
obvious fake.
Well, the director was like, we don't have time, just use the fake baby. He saw it, it's like, good. The baby doesn't matter. We're done.
Give that baby an Oscar.
Oh, girl.
And the award for best baby.
They're thinking about moving Color Purple to next year
Don't play with me like that.
because they want it to be in a good Oscar nod time. Yep.
That's very upsetting for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting with that. For
And
that
Dune
movie
2, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
The rest of this year is going to be awful then.
Yeah, probably.
Just give it to Barbie. I mean, it's just go ahead and do it.
I mean, Barbie or Oppenheimer. Not Oppenheimer. Please don't give it to Oppenheimer.
I mean, it's literally going to be Barbenheimer at the Oscars.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're-
My coworker was, my boss's boss was actually talking about how when she works from home, she sometimes goes out for lunch, and her lunch is getting a large popcorn and watching a movie. The woman works till like 8 o'clock at night, whatever. You know what? She's very important, works a lot of hours. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to during
do
the
what
day.
you want, girl.
But she was like, I was going to go. So she saw Blue Beetle. She liked it.
Okay.
But then she was like, I was going to go see Oppenheimer, but I'm not giving 3 hours of my life to see a depressing movie in the middle of the day. I'm like,
Yeah, point.
I
mean,
can't,
yeah.
I can't.
I mean, although from what I understand, I mean, if I go by what the Japanese people are saying, it's not that depressing because they don't really get too deep
has it
into.
been released in Japan yet?
Oh, it's not. They're not. That's not happening. But
Yeah, so what
literally-
Japanese people are you talking about?
Well, I mean, no, they're saying that it minimizes that part,
wait,
so maybe it doesn't.
What Japanese people are you talking about? Because they
The
haven't
ones
seen
on
it.
Twitter, the ones on social media.
I thought
the
you
ones-
said that it wasn't released in Japan.
There are other Japanese people that aren't in Japan.
Right. Okay. I see what you're. I understand what you're saying. I understand. I gotcha. I understand. I thought you were talking about like Japanese as in the country Japan,
No.
where probably the majority of the Japanese people are.
Well, that is true.
Rather than a few disparate Japanese Americans that you are.
Actually, you know that the second largest Japanese population is in Brazil.
Not Peru. I figured it'd be Peru.
It's Brazil. And the only reason I literally just know this from looking up statistics about Brazil the other day when Drag Race Brazil came on. Which, by the way, it was good. Just FYI.
Yeah. It's Brazil, then us, then the Philippines. Yeah.
It was wild. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Brazil's a very, obviously like ignorant American, right? I was doing all this like looking up stuff, and there's a lot of things I found out about it in Wikipedia that I was like, gosh, I just didn't know so many of these factoids about it, like how much of a European population they have from like centuries of like immigration.
Really?
Really, what?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know it was as large as it was. I knew they had it. I didn't know it was as large as it was.
Okay. Okay.
I've not done that much South American research in my life.
Well, girl, how do you what?
Just say it.
Okay. No, I'm. Girl, what about the United States? Why do you think we're all white and black?
No, I realize that, but I didn't know that the same type of migration patterns were happening in the south part of the continents as well.
Girl, gold, money.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
Sugar plantations.
Yeah.
I mean, white people are horrible. Like,
Spoiler alert.
well, Suzanne's
Spoiler
here.
alert.
Suzanne's here, and she's still on the diet. Charlene is sure to tell everybody in Poplar Bluff that Suzanne's still on the diet.
I wasn't exactly thrilled with all of the things that she was sharing about Suzanne. I was like, Charlene, I don't really think you should be telling them all of these things happening to Suzanne, technically.
Well, Charlene's off the phone now, and Suzanne's a little upset, and she said, please don't tell people in Poplar Bluff, and she calls it a hillbilly love fest. And then there's a little AT&T plug in there about their commercials.
Those commercials.
That was who was your long distance carrier?
We've always been an AT&T family.
Oh, yeah. AT&T. I mean, except for our cell phone, that it was Alltel, which became Verizon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I mean, I had a track phone, and then I went from a track phone to a AT&T. Girl, I didn't have anybody to call back then.
I know. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna text?
Literally. Should have called 911, but
evacuate the dance floor. Girl, so I'm going to pause it for a second because I got to tell you something. Back!
Jesus.
Anyway, girl, yeah, I'm glad I shared that with you. Dear listeners, we were just talking about that our hometown is getting ready to have their first drag brunch.
I know.
Isn't that a thing? It's so $35 a person.
So weird. They better have some good liver mush.
They better have some good liver mush. Well, Miss Philpott's here again.
Yay! I know you're not as huge a big a fan of her. I like her.
She just has like a speaking line, and that's it.
Charlie. She always comes in like that.
She takes Olivia upstairs, and Suzanne's like, she's got a cushy job. If I were paying her, she'd be nursing that baby too.
He's a little old to be a wet nurse.
Get that milk flowing, or there's no money. The thing I will say about this, Suzanne is on it. Delta Burke is on it in this episode.
Oh, yes. Like, the lines are fast and furious.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mary Jo, Julia, and Anthony are here. And Suzanne is buying everybody an all-expenses-paid weekend to a health and beauty spa.
Oh, well, that's nice.
They're known for their thermal mud baths.
Not their mud.
It's called La Place Sans Sucky.
Oh, that does not sound correct.
La Place Sans Sushi.
Oh, thank you, Julia, for correcting us.
Yes, the place of no worries.
You
You know, I tried to learn French for a little bit.
Yes.
It's asinine.
Well, you say that. I mean, it's like the same basis for all the other Romance languages, too. They're all...
Negatory. Spanish is a lot easier to learn.
Is it?
Yes. The conjugations don't change.
Oh.
Yeah, like France. And France is purposefully a difficult language to learn. Did you not know that? It was invented by the elite, so the peasants wouldn't learn it.
Whoa. Spoiler alert, they did.
They did because they became the elites a couple of times. Like, that's kind of what France does.
Yeah. They're kind of in the middle of that again.
Yeah.
They're like, literally, they're in the middle of it again.
Well, Olivia, Miss Philpott can come. Mary Jo and Julia can go to gain weight. Charlene and Suzanne can go to lose weight. And Anthony can go to play golf.
Oh my gosh, they just do everything there.
And they're like, yes, ma'am, we would like to go to Souci.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you say it, it's too much for me.
Souci. Well, now we are at Souci.
Ooh.
Do you prefer it whenever I say it like that? Bonjour.
Oh. Pass le fromage.
I remember the one time when I went to Montreal,
Mm.
and like there were, everybody there speaks English because
Yes.
in Canada you learn both languages, whether
That's
they
right.
tell you that or not. Well, since like the 80s, you learn both languages.
Mhm.
And I went to a store to buy a little coffee and a chocolate bar or something. I don't remember what. And they were like talking to me in French. I was like, I speak English. Thank you. He's like, $5. I'm like, okay, here.
I remember when we used to go see family. For dear listeners don't know, my family's actually, my dad's side is French Canadian, and we used to go up there for summer sometimes. And they have the language police, and my dad was just trying to cobble together his French from basically child and teen years.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Are you American?" And my dad's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, thank God." And so then he just started speaking in English because, they would give you the tickets for not speaking in French. But it was just so funny to me because it was just very like, it was odd. It was odd how they have that strange suspicion all the time because they're so French police people.
French.
French.
They still every once in a while think about leaving.
Still?
Canada. Yeah.
They're still doing that thing.
Yeah, they are. Turns out.
Come on, Montreal. We got to get a new plot, honey. We got to get a new plot.
It's just like Barcelona in Spain. When you have the money, you can think about leaving.
Barcelona.
I used to work for a Barcelonan company.
Did you?
I did, yes. And they
You've
were
worked for a lot of companies.
not that many.
I feel like you have.
My
though.
job previous to this one was a Barcelonan company.
Okay.
And they well, except for two previous because the company I did got bought out. Whatever, that doesn't count. It's still a job ago. How's that? Yeah, Barcelona. And when they voted for independence, they took down the Spanish flag and put up the Barcelonan flag.
What does it look like?
A flag. So we're at Souci.
I hate you.
I mean, you can Google it, girl. I don't remember off the top of my head.
No.
I think it's red and blue striped.
No,
Is that right?
That was perfect.
Hold on here. Now you got me looking. Hey, Google.
Oh God.
Okay, Google.
Google hates us so much.
Flag.
Black.
Oh no, it's
Flag.
it's.
Oh, okay.
Can you see? There you go.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a flag.
Cute. It's cute. That's cute. That'd be a cute little dress pattern.
It would be a cute little dress pattern, but girl, you
Yeah.
better not do that. If you have some Spanish people come nearby there, there's some
Ooh,
feelings.
I have a backlog of fabric. I am making nothing new out of something like that. I got too much.
So Charlene and Suzanne are on the stringent weight loss program.
Oh my God, my dog's barking.
I can't hear it. It's fine.
Okay, good.
And Julia and Mary Jo are eating, and they just had a foot massage. And Charlene and Suzanne just walk in after this huge long hike. And Suzanne's a little annoyed because they get massages while her and Charlene get hit with vines. And Mary Jo's like, well, that's to help the cellulite.
They beat that cellulite. Beat it.
And Suzanne mentions that her and Charlene are on the bigger side and this. And Charlene is very upset. She does not like to be called big. She just had a baby. And Suzanne says, yes, I know you have told everybody that multiple times, and the rest of us are just fat and childless. And Julia mentions that Anthony's having a great time. And
he's on the golf course.
Suzanne's like, I know. I want to pull out my gun and shoot the little wheels of his golf cart on the ninth green when we had to run by.
Like, too soon, Suzanne. Too soon.
Well, it's a little bit later on. And there's a woman. And she has the accent.
Such a strong accent.
I do not know if this accent is real, but I'm assuming it is not.
It's as real as hers is.
That is true. Did you ever see Ratatouille?
Yes, it's my favorite Pixar movie ever.
The fact that Janine Garofalo is the only one that does a French accent is so good to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally, it is my all-time. Nothing has displaced it from still. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that's not a surprise. You don't have a heart. That's why you don't like Wall-E.
I love Wall-E.
Yeah, but you don't like romance.
But that's not what I said. That's not exactly what I said. We're going to get into this right now about me and romance.
It's okay that you don't like romance movies.
No,
it's okay. You can own
it's
it,
series.
girl.
I don't feel like devoting 12 and 24 episodes to things that's the
Heartstopper's
part
like
of it.
8 episodes a season.
Right, but I said I'm open to it now that you told me that it was more than just that. Remember, I have to go by how things are marketed, and they market it really just like it's a love story, and like they don't really give you much more details.
You know what you could do?
No.
You could go on Webtoon and look at. Do you ever look at Webtoon, like the comics?
Yeah.
Look at Heartstopper. Just read through the first thing of it. See if you like it. See if it vibes. Then move on.
Okay.
Because that is the best way to do it. Because they're cute little drawings about boys' love, right?
I love it. I think that sounds like something that I'm capable of handling.
And then when you don't like it, that's fine. Look,
when you don't like it, that's also fine.
So the French woman is like, oh, since you are all here for the weekend, why don't we just have you show up part of your exercise programs that you do? Hey, Suzanne, do you do a daily exercise program? Why don't you show us? And Julia's like, oh, it's a family joke that she's very sedentary.
Yeah, it's starting.
And Suzanne's like, you know what? I usually have a baton, and there's usually the St. Louis Blues playing behind me. But I will show you. And she does her little baton routine.
Which is excellent.
And Anthony and the girls look absolutely mystified. And I just want to interject here. My husband and I had the same exact response. This to time is actually very good calisthenics routine.
Yeah.
Right? Like that every morning. Quick little calisthenics routine. Get your day going. Perfectly fine.
Yep.
Like, is she going to lose weight? No. Is she going to maintain a healthy weight? Probably. Because she's probably sweating while she's doing it, and I guarantee you that she goes on a full split at the end.
Well, I mean, man, could you imagine if she put this on a loop for five rounds?
Yeah, exactly. If she's practicing it 5 times in a row, yeah. Like,
And the baton's not, you give her a weighted baton.
Uh-huh. Which I'm sure it is, because I'm sure it's the fire baton that has the shit at the end.
Mm-hmm. But that's beside the point, because now we have entered into we're just going to constantly make fun of how fat Suzanne is phase of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what would have been, in hindsight, people laughing hysterically, in forward sight, we're looking at it like, actually, that's actually fine. That was actually a good routine.
So we're at dinner.
Oh, boy.
Anthony's behind having fun.
Yes. Sitting at another table, too.
Yeah. Yeah, with the only other black person at this place. Suzanne is asked Julia and Mary Jo to get off their case. And she's like, I am paying $1,000 a day here, and I am not having fun. If I wanted to have this much fun, I would have had Consuela Pistol with me every night for free. Well, the women from Beverly Hills are here, and they look like a hoot.
I thought so too. They
And
seem very
Charlene
fun to me.
agrees, and Mary Jo and Julia are like, oh my God, they're so thing. And then Julia's like, look at their ugly outfits. And Mary Jo said they probably bought them at Horse R Us. Charlene says, I kind of like them. Mary Jo says, you kind of would. And Suzanne's like, bitch, that's an insult. And Mary Jo's like, oh, no, it's not. My husband noted right here, he paused it and was like, why did Linda Bloodworth Thompson decide in the last 2 episodes to write Julia and Mary Jo differently? Like something happened and she has decided to write them differently to where rather than Julia just calling out Suzanne's bullshit, she's actually being mean, and Mary Jo is just mean, right? She's not.
They're not being snarky. They're being mean.
Right. Exactly.
Like it used to be like funny snarky jokes. Now they're just like insults.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, and like she would every once in a while. She wouldn't suffer fools, but she would.
But no, these are insults.
These
like,
are insults.
Whores are us. You would like that.
Right. When before it would be like, you know, you dated every criminal in Atlanta. Which, yes, you probably did, Charlene, but that's funny. Like, it's funny that you like a little bit of rough trade. Because, girl, as a gay man, we all like a little bit of rough trade.
Rough trade.
Have you ever been with any rough trade?
Have I?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, it sounds great. I guess. I don't know. I did almost no. Every time you ask me questions like that, I was like, oh, no.
Maybe a white guy with at least one tattoo?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
I did that.
Because your ex
had a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your husband have a tattoo?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah. Heaven forbid they harm their perfectly beautiful skin. I apologize to the world.
It takes 6 months for him to decide if he wants to cut his hair or not.
I know. Could you imagine? He would have to pay for it to be like artistically drawn and redrawn and redrawn. When he finally got to that point, they would put it on his back. He's like, no, it's not quite right. Yeah. I forgot.
Absolutely
I
not.
forgot. Well, it's later on. Girl. And Suzanne challenges Mary Jo and Julia to Trivial Pursuit. And it's the pink box. I think that's the women's box. Because different ones had different colors.
They did. I think it was funny though when they brought that out. Man, talk about flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we used to have those marathon sessions. I was like, oh, nice. I remember the cool pieces that had all the neon colors and the little pie chart kind of slices. Jeez. I used to love that game.
I remember playing Trivial Pursuit on a beach weekend with some friends, and this song has the lyrics, "Hey, jumbo, jumbo, nah," in it. And we all, the entire table at once, started going, all night long, all night, hey, all night.
Come on, Lionel. Come on, Henny. You better make that song.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Lionel Richie in his face.
I love that, man.
Do you?
I'm a big Lionel Richie. Okay. I like Lionel Richie music.
I mean,
I love it. Even the Commodores, like I love all of it.
He's a good dude. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he took in Nicole Richie, and that's because
That's
she ain't by
beautiful of him.
birth.
Yeah. He was also he and the Commodores were in the movie that I always talk about, Thank God It's Friday. They were the other famous kind of disco funk group besides Donna Summer. They were also part of the plot of the movie because they were trying to get them there for a performance.
Dear listeners, he said he's always talked about this movie. I have never heard him mention this.
I don't
movie
mean just
before.
on the podcast. I just mean to everybody. Like I
apparently
dear listeners,
am nobody.
just shut up.
Who are you?
Dear listeners,
Are you
disco
nobody
never
too?
comes up for us. I love Saturday Night Fever. Don't get me wrong. It's a great movie. However, I feel like any person who is into 70s culture, you do yourself a service and seek out the movie Thank God It's Friday. It's Donna Summer's first acting role. It has a
Was there another one?
She did a couple of things.
Okay.
It has Jeff Goldblum's first big screen role. And it was the only movie to ever win Best Song with a disco song at the Academy Awards. It's excellent. I
Dear
love it so very
listeners,
much.
I would like to interject that if you really like 70s movies, you should probably go get some help.
Wow.
It is not a decade of good movies.
You sound like my husband right now.
It well, like what ones are you going to throw at me?
They're like Chinatown's good.
Okay.
What? Why are you making it? Oh my god. I'm gonna get this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every decade has good and bad movies.
I guess Mahogany's good.
Every decade has good and bad movies.
Okay.
It's true. I mean, it's not. You can't just paint 10 years of
You
of
can.
movies. Jeez. My
Hold
Lord.
on. I'm looking at the most critically acclaimed movies of the 1970s.
Okay.
Okay, so we have The Godfather.
Okay.
That's a pretty good movie.
Yes.
Jaws.
Yes.
Okay. It's a little I guess the thing is that all these, I'm looking down the list, and they're all pretty boring in parts.
I mean, the first Rocky was then.
Gross.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Okay.
The French Connection.
Eh.
These are
Blazing Saddles. There we go. We found one. A Black Sheriff.
oh, it's true. It's true. It's true. Maybe one of the most quotable films of all time.
Uh-huh. That and Young Frankenstein.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So Suzanne pulls Charlene to the side to discuss stratagema. And she's like, hey, I memorized all the answers. So if you have any question about anything, just look at me and I'll know it. This is going to be the revenge of the big dumb girls. Now, I just would like to interject in here that this proves that Suzanne is real fucking smart.
Yes.
At least with rote memorization, a thing that not a lot of people can actually do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn girl, to memorize all of these cards and then win 9 games in a row.
Yeah. Like,
Bam.
there is a subtext to that. That's just kind of like, yeah, guys, that's actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah, yeah. So
she did that for the citizenship test too.
She did. Now she didn't pass. She made a 70 something. Still good, right?
Still good. Still good.
What's up later on? And we're in the mud. Let's get soaking wet.
I miss those suits. Those little like space suits.
What were they even for?
It was to help you burn more
Sweat?
fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I didn't understand quite why they were in them as well, because they were trying to lose weight.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were, but then I thought maybe something about the mud was like had something in it or something like I don't
Well, when they
know.
mentioned the mud earlier, I thought based off of what they were
Yeah, it's
talking
really
about.
good
That they
on their
were
skin,
Right.
right?
That's what they said. So I was like, oh, but then that I was like, I'm confused. But it's
Yeah.
fine. It's just continuity stuff that it makes no
it's,
sense.
Have you ever been in a hot bath?
Yes,
Okay.
I did that once. I think it
Where?
was in Prague.
Oh, not a bath house.
No, no, no. Like
Okay.
like a.
Like a hot spring.
I've never been in a bathhouse before.
Okay. Me either.
I almost went in one,
Hmm.
but I didn't. I had to walk my friend to one. That was also in Prague.
And you should just gone in.
No, because somebody, like literally somebody right there at the gate, but you were supposed to pay the dude to let you in. Like some dude was already standing there in a towel staring at me. I was like, I'm going to go back upstairs now. Just going to go. Yes.
You could have had so much fun.
Yes. But then walked away with no relief. I guess now that I think about it in hindsight.
And I mean, who knows? They may have been okay with it.
No, I'm missing. Yeah.
Yeah, like you could have had your jollies and.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you had Jollibee yet?
Yes.
Oh, do you like it? Did you have Chicken Joy? Chicken Joy is delicious, isn't
It's
it?
delicious. It's really good. I mean, I don't have it. I've not had it a lot because it's not technically near my house. But if I ever have to go, there is a having an Asian husband makes things so weird sometimes. So there's a very specific rice cracker that he likes, and there's only one store I found it at, and it's over there near where the Jollibee is. So when I go get it, it's like it's
Get
the
that
time to
Chicken
the
Joy.
Jollibee.
Yeah,
it's
and the
time to
mango
get Jollibee.
cakes.
Yeah. So
Did you try the spaghetti?
I did.
It's okay.
It's okay. I mean, it's a acquired taste.
Yes, it's very sweet.
Yes.
You have to be
I
ready
was
for
not-
sweet.
I heard
with,
that before, but I wasn't prepared for
What's
just-
ketchup?
Yeah. So that was,
Girl, speaking of that, I was watching. You know, Emmy made Itadakimasu. She
love her.
she made Mama June's sketty that she used to make for
Yes.
for Lady Honey Boo Boo.
Yes.
So what it is, you take equal amounts, quarter cup of
Okay.
ketchup and butter. You melt the butter in the microwave, and then you add the ketchup.
Okay.
You then boil some sketty, and while hot, you add it to the sauce that you made, and you're done. Her thing was, oh, this is like really good Chef Boyardee. I'm like, that's probably true.
Actually, yeah. I mean, because the Chef Boyardee spaghetti, I mean, we did not, that's not a common thing we had. But I remember like maybe once we had that when I asked for it just because of the TV commercials. And it was like strangely sweet.
Yeah, I don't like any of those Chef Boyardee or any of those canned noodles. It's a
They are
sin.
uncomfortably sweet, actually.
Yeah, that's I don't like. I do. However, every once in a while, get a hankering for the canned peas and onions. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't eat them because we're a little bougie in this house, so we get frozen. Yeah, we don't do cans. We don't do instant potatoes.
What?
No, don't.
Wow, you have really come a long way from Statesville.
Oh no, my
girl.
family never did instant potatoes. Never. Sin.
Mine did.
German.
Mine.
Because we will. My grandfather.
Forget German. My like I ain't got time.
My grandfather grew so many potatoes. Like we had a down in my grandmother's basement. We had a bin that was about 7 foot by 7 foot by 5 foot, like 7 foot long, 7 foot wide by 5 foot high, that would be halfway, 3/4 of the way filled with potatoes.
What?
Yeah.
Lord, I wish I had known that back then. My mother would have been, she would have been happy to
Yeah.
drop me off at your house because I would be picking up some potatoes.
Yeah, like potatoes, cans and cans of fresh green beans. Like, oh, my grandmother used to like shuck and can the green beans. We would have them all through the winter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The things you find out.
So we're in the mud, and Charlene wants to admit to all the bad things that they did.
Charlene, you should never, ever, ever admit to stuff.
Julia orders a sundae with yogurt and fudge and whipped cream and a cherry on top. The way Mary Jo says whipped cream, it's very odd. Just the whipped, that extra emphasis on the last syllable is very odd. Instead of whipped cream,
Yes.
I mean we say whipped cream, but we leave off the ed. It's whipped cream.
Yes.
And Suzanne's like, "Hey, bring me one of those." And the steward is like, "Can I see your card that shows which meal plan you're on?" Forget it. So Charlene admits to all the wrongs they did. So Suzanne gets very upset and throws mud at her. Then Mary Jo is like kind of mean to Charlene about
Kind of?
how
Kind of mean.
She's like, and like you all could ever know that the first woman in space was this person. And Charlene's like, well, I knew that. It's not a statue of Elvis on Mars. So Charlene throws mud at Mary Jo. Everybody throws mud at everybody. And it's later on in the ride home.
Because they were kicked out.
Because they were kicked out. Anthony had such a good time. Everybody told him to come back. And they had $1,200 worth of damage. Julia's like, I always knew that this would happen, that we'd end up in the highway, heading in a dark Georgia night, war-torn with messed up hair, four aging Southern belles, nanny, baby, and a crippled black man. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia world?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to everybody in those silver tracksuits.
So I struggle between two. Between two. Julia at the beginning in that weird pantsuit that or suit that had it was skirt suit, dress suit.
Yes.
That was like off center cut. It was
I
very
know,
weird.
yeah.
Or Mary Jo in the aerobics outfit. She looks so cute in the aerobics outfit.
You know what? If I'm not doing this to be funny, Mary Jo in that aerobics outfit, I paused for a moment.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute.
It was bright orange. She looked good. I'll give it to Mary Jo.
She looked real good. Like it literally like I paused. I was like, hold on. What? You know, I have to admit, right? I go back to like when JD used to talk about her all the time. I was like, oh, okay, I see what JD thought now because, okay, honey, I got you.
So, Maim,
yes,
did you enjoy this episode?
I'm gonna go to 50-50 this time.
Okay.
I enjoyed the Suzanne portions a lot.
Okay.
I did not like how mean they made the other girls.
Yeah, I Suzanne was very funny.
Yeah.
And I don't want to forget that part, right? Like Suzanne was very good.
Yeah.
Charlene was okay. But we do see why both Jean Smart and Delta Burke are getting ready to leave the show, right? Like we understand now if this is what's going to happen in season 5, that this is like, yeah.
Like it's uncomfortable. Like something about this episode really, it felt uncomfortable. And like you said, I didn't pick up on it, but as you said, it was like their writing and their characters just changed into these very like super snippy women that I was like, yeah.
And
so yeah,
part,
I mean,
part
it is
of it
like that.
probably is that, you know, according to Linda Bloodworth Thompson, Delta Burke was getting harder to work with.
Yes. According to her.
But according to Delta Burke, she was complaining about the jokes and they were just not getting rewritten. So it's a... And
the jokes were pretty harsh, and they've been harsh for quite a few episodes now.
Yeah. And Linda Bloodworth Thompson even worked with Suzanne later on another failed sitcom. So there's that.
Women of the House, right?
Women of the House. So, Maim, before we continue on, I just remembered something very important. This right here, you are sitting in not only the end of season 4,
yes,
but our 100th episode.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's 100, baby.
Oh my gosh, we made 100 episodes
of just this one. Yes, not counting the film episodes. We are at 100 of these. Yes,
that's wild.
We have been doing this for over 2 years now.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is literally bazonkers.
It is. It really, really is. And we have grown into 2 other podcasts, 3 if you count the dead one,
which we don't talk about.
Which we don't talk about. You know, maybe. Maybe we should finish that one for the Patreon, for the patrons
it's like
too.
A mystery, right? It's mystery that we always bring it up, and then we're like, we're not going to talk.
Maybe we should finish it for the patrons. Maybe we should.
No.
Maybe we should.
Nobody complained. Nobody was upset that we didn't finish that show.
It was very big in India.
Was it?
Yes. I mean, we had like 7.
I mean, that's just because they probably misunderstood the title Golden Palace.
I mean, maybe, but they kept listening.
Well, I mean, you know, once you get started, right? You're invested.
The first hit's free. Hell, it's all free. You just gotta listen to ads.
Wouldn't it have been amazing if the Golden Palace actually, like a place called the Golden Palace, inserted ads in during our Golden Palace podcast? That would have been beautiful.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Why don't you tell our dear listeners
on our 100th
episode, we're now centenarians.
Oh my God! Again,
where they can find
me?
You.
Yeah, cool. Hello, dear listeners. We've been on this journey together for a long time, all of you. You can find me hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke Show every Thursday night at Kill Your Idol in Miami Beach, performing improv and stand-up at the Villain Theater in Miami, and on the It's Happening Out talk show, which you can find out about them anywhere you search for It's Happening Out. And if you want to get links directly to stuff, you can go to I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, my good friend Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. If you go to patreon.com. Mims Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Stop it.
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and We Object, our Ally McBeal podcast, which our dear patrons get us in the lightest of drag. Doing. They get to see us in video. That way they don't have to listen to it, or they can listen to it too, whatever. I finally figured out how to do the audio correctly, so that'll make the viewing pleasure even better. I was having a little bit of issue.
Has the audio not been good?
On the video, not the podcast. It's because I'll explain later. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know that we have merchandise?
What?
That's right. If you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know what I like?
Oh yeah, I know this one. It's what's the Trivial Pursuit answer? 5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. I love 5-star reviews, and they really help us. They really support us, and they really bring us joy. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know that you can reach out and talk to us?
Reach out and talk. Yes.
That's right, dear listeners. If you go, you can send us a message at mimsandmaim@gmail.com or send us a text at 704-380-0618. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We managed to stretch this son of a bitch out to 54 minutes, and I'm a little proud. Do you have anything else to add?
No, ma'am.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, ma'am.
Bye, y'all.